Pamoja Africa Alliance PA, with its leadership led by Governor Jefferson Kingi and his team, we have signed a coalition agreement with them, and today we are announcing formally that PA is a member of the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. And this agreement, as my brother Herman Kingi is going to tell you, is not about the leaders, it's about the people and the people issues. And I am, on behalf of the Kenya Kwanza Alliance, a very happy person. All of us as a family are happy that we have been joined by the Maendeleo Chap party. You heard the statement of Governor Alfred Mutua yesterday, and today we're being joined by Governor Jefferson Kingi with his team, again as we march on to a Kenya of new possibilities. Those of us in Kenya Kwanza are happy to welcome PA, Jefferson Kingi and his team from PA into this great movement, and together walk the journey of making Kenya a better place, a place where every citizen has value, and a place where every hustle matters. So I will take this opportunity now to ask my brother Herman Jefferson Kingi, the governor of Kilifi County, and also the party leader of PA, to come and make his statement, and then we will make some concluding remarks. My brother.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Allow me to read a statement, a written statement, which is very much unusual of me. On the 8th of May, 2022, Pamoja African Alliance signed a coalition agreement with Kenya Kwanza Alliance. This was after a series of consultative meetings with Pamoja African Alliance stakeholders that ended with PA's NEC passing an official resolution to join Kenya Kwanza Alliance. PA, as a political party, was founded to pursue a buffet of both local and national objectives. Due to the historical and continued marginalization of the Coast region, Pamoja African Alliance prioritized 3 agenda items so as to address this endemic vice. The first is the land question at the coast. The second is the region's economy. And the third is inclusivity in mainstream public service of the coastal person. Since Pamoja African Alliance was not fielding a presidential candidate for the 2022 general elections, and in order to pursue and achieve these objectives, Pamoja African Alliance had to look for a suitable partnership that was willing to specifically commit to address these 3 main issues affecting the coastal population. Initially, Pamoja African Alliance had hoped to join the Azimio political configuration. Unfortunately and regrettably, Pamoja African Alliance had to opt out midway of Azimio for 3 fundamental reasons. Reason number 1, why we walked away from Azimio: the legal process for PA to be legally in Azimio could not be completed, as it was frustrated by the flat refusal of Azimio to make available a copy of the Azimio agreement, which would have enabled PAR to table the same before our neck for ratification as demanded by the party constitution. Reason number 2, the dealings in Azimio are shrouded in disturbing deep secrecy and mistrust. Consultations and decisions are made by a few and forced down the throats of the majority of the constituent parties. Number 3, due to the above 2 reasons, it became difficult for PAR to pursue its 3-item agenda for and on behalf of our people within the Azimio configuration. Apart from the usual rhetorics during political gatherings, there is absolutely nothing to show in terms of commitment for the coastal people in the Azimio configuration. In the past and during campaigns, presidential candidates have always verbally promised the coast people heaven, only to forget what they promised once they got into power. This time, the coast people were not going to accept anything short of a written commitment that can legally be enforced. Therefore, as a party, we had to seek for alternative partners who were willing to commit in writing the implementation of the 3 primary agenda facing the coastal people. After short but deep and intense engagement with the Kenya Kwanza alliance partners, PAR signed a pre-election agreement detailing how the 3 agenda items will be addressed immediately Kenya Kwanza alliance forms government after the 2022 general elections. And for avoidance of doubt, the agreement provides, amongst other things, that upon winning the presidential election scheduled for the 9th of August 2022, Kenya Kwanza Alliance administration shall ensure the following within the 2022-2027 development cycle. Number 1, reverse all operational changes that have been carried out in the recent past, whose effect has been to relocate some of the core activities of the Kenya's main seaport from Mombasa to inland depots in Nairobi and Naivasha. To this end, the necessary administrative and legislative measures shall be undertaken within a year, effective 9th August 2022. As you're aware, the port operations have all been moved inland, and that has caused immeasurable sufferings to the people of the coast region. Hence the need to reverse that. 2, put in place necessary reforms to ensure the Port of Lamu brings measurable employment and other economic benefits to the local communities. 3, revive the cashew nut, coconut and bixia industries, especially in the coast region, by funding the same. 4, involve local communities in the management and benefit sharing of the resources associated with the blue economy. 5, establish a benefit sharing arrangement between the national government and the local communities in the coast region in respect to mining and other natural resources. 6, review the Coast Guard Act and other laws to enhance the protection of local communities' fishing and other economic activities. Number 7, address the historical land injustices, especially at the coast, including necessary reforms of relevant laws and the setting up of a land compensation fund to assist the locals to progressively acquire or purchase land from absentee landlords. To this end, budgetary allocations shall be provided for to achieve these aims effective 9th August 2022 for the entire 5-year period. Number 8, promote inclusivity of residents of the coastal region into the management and equitable benefit sharing of the national assets located at the coast. Lastly, ensure equitable representation of residents of the coast region in national government appointments and the equitable representation in all cadre of civil service, disciplined forces, Kenya's diplomatic staff, and all sectors of the public service. So these are the core issues that PA brought to Kenya Kwanza, and we are happy to announce that all these issues have been captured well in the written agreement that was signed on the 8th of May between PA and Kenya Kwanza. Now, for the reasons outlined above, we have no doubt that once Kenya Kwanza Alliance forms government, a new chapter that will bring hope to our people will officially begin. You must have noted in my statement that our coming to Kenya Kwanza has got nothing to do with individual positions. We are not interested. Ours is to make sure the problems facing our people are given priority. The issues that are always a campaign issue, that everyone coming to the coast, because they know we have land problems, they'll promise us that once I become president, I'll handle the land question. For over 60 years, prior to independence and even after independence, that has always been a promise of anyone wanting to get the 2 million votes at the coast. Today, the coastal person is saying we are not taking nothing short of a written commitment. And we're happy that we couldn't get this in Azimio, but Kenya Kwanza have agreed, and indeed they've done it. They have put this as a commitment that if we win, and we're going to win, the 9th of August 2022 elections, these issues are not just a promise, they are commitment. It is a covenant between Kenya Kwanza and the people of Coast. We have no reason as a region to go elsewhere other than Kenya Kwanza. We absolutely feel our plight, that our pain will be eased in the Kenya Kwanza administration. The coastal chapel they're looking for is to end the derogatory and demeaning title of being called squatters in an independent country. That has to end. And it cannot end through promises. It can only end through commitment to walk that journey. And we're happy that that journey has officially begun. Now, for this to happen, Kenya Kwanza must form government. And that's why I call upon my brothers and sisters in Coast Region that the failing of Kenya Kwanza to capture government on the 9th of August 2022 will spell doom to us as a region. If Kenya Kwanza goes down on the 9th of August 2022, so will our dream as a region. We have a commitment in Kenya Kwanza. We have rhetorics on the other side. That is the difference. We have been accused of all sorts after signing this agreement, that we've been playing both sides. We have been told that we were demanding to get a copy of the agreement because we wanted to use it to benchmark. To benchmark what? Kenya Kwanza and Azimio are two different legal entities. One is a political party, the other is a coalition. So how do you benchmark the two? If you want to fly a plane, you don't go to a car yard to benchmark. But we know why we're here. Our reason to come to Kenya Kwanza is driven by the desire to finally find a solution to the problems facing our people. Securing positions, we could have secured individual positions in Azimio. But that is not our intention as PA. And I've been telling people that in fact our first intention was not to form a political party. At the time PA was being formed, this country had over 80 political parties. But we felt there was something missing. None of these parties felt the pain the cost person was feeling. And therefore, PA was born. PA is more than a political party. Ni kilio cha haki. Tunalilia haki, na safari ya kupata haki yetu imeanza. The first thing is you need to trust your partner. If you're not willing to commit in writing, then you don't mean well for us. You don't mean well to us. If you really want to address the problems facing the coastal person, why is it so difficult to commit it in writing? But they can't. Why? Because they know they won't do it. That will not be tolerated by our people. And this time around, our people have said, look here, we are not going to accept nothing short of a written commitment. And thank you, Deputy President. Thank you with your Kenya Kwanza Alliance team for accepting to put these issues and taking them as a commitment that once you're sworn in as the 5th president of this country, you will address these issues. Not everybody who calls upon the Lord's name will go to heaven. Not everybody who calls himself the 5th becomes the 5th. PA today brings to this team a lot of determination and energy to win the elections. That's what we bring to this team. We bring good faith. To the Kenya Kwanza Alliance team, as a party, we have just walked away from dishonesty. We hope we don't find it here. We have walked away from mistrust. We hope we don't get it here. We have walked away from political deceit. We hope we don't get it here. We hope that respect and trust will be the glue that binds this alliance. In PA, you have a formidable partner. In PA, we talk less and do more. We will do whatever is within our powers to look for votes where we can. Na kama nilivyokuambia, signing of this agreement, or other agreements, is the easiest thing to do. Everybody can sign a coalition agreement, but not everybody can win an election. We have done the easy part. Bwana Chief Hustler, we have done the easy part of signing this agreement. It is the easiest thing to do. Now, We need to fold the sleeves, go to the villages, scale the mountains, descend the valleys, and bring the presidency home. It can be done, and it shall be done with God on our side. Waswahili wanasema kupanda mchongoma si ngoma. Ngoma ni kushuka mchongoma. Kutia mikataba kama hii si huja. Mtu yoyote yule anaweza kutia sahihi mikataba kama hii. Lakini kilichobaki ni kufunga vibwebwe, kukunja mikono ya mashati, kukunja masuruali yetu, na tukubali kuingia katika mashimo, kwenda vitongojini, kupanda milima, kuteremka mabonde, kuhakikisha kwamba tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8 tunakuchagua kama rais wetu wa Jamhuri ya Kenya, kama rais wa 5. Na tunajua kwa nguvu ya Mwenyezi Mungu utapishwa kama rais wa 5 wa Jamhuri ya Kenya. Sisi hatupigi kifua. Hiyo ni biashara ya kule tulikotoka. Sisi hatumimini wala kumwaga matusi. Hiyo ni biashara tuliacha kule tumetoka. Sisi tumekuja kwa unyenyekevu na heshima. Na ombi letu ni kwamba yale yote ambayo yamefanya tuchukue virago tuje hapa, tusiyapate mambo haya katika upande huu. Na uzuri ni kwamba tumepata hakikisho sahihi kwamba katika sehemu hii ama katika Kenya Kwanza Alliance, heshima ndio kitu cha kwanza. Respect. Hiyo ndo tunahitaji. Manake Mungu japo akatumba tofauti, lakini sote ni viumbe vyake na tunastahili kuheshimu ama kumheshimu mwenzako. Kwa hivyo kama paa, sisi tuko tayari kuchana mbuga. Kama paa, tutapaa kama ule paa kule mbugani, kuhakikisha kwamba baada ya kupaa huku kote, tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8 mwaka huu tunatua katika ikulu ya Jamhuri ya Kenya. Ukiangalia yale matakwa yote ambayo nimezungumzia kuhusu wakazi wa pwani, hii yote inaashiria kitu kimoja tu: kumtoa mtu wa kawaida, kumtoa mwananchi wa kawaida kutoka hali ya ufukara na kumleta katika hali ambayo anaweza kumudu hali ya maisha. Nasikia hiyo hapa kwenyu mnaita bottoms up. Hapa mnaita hivyo, sio? We have to take the biggest population of this country that is wallowing in poverty from where they are, from the state of hopelessness, to a state where they can proudly say, I'm a Kenyan. And I believe with what PAS stands for and what Kenya Kwanza stands for, Kenyans have reasons to smile once Kenya Kwanza administration is in place. We thank you, and may God bless you.
Thank you. Very good. My good brother Amason Jeffa Kingi and the Kenya and the Pamoja African Alliance team. Two things. the party leader of PAR has confirmed that we have made a commitment as Kenya Kwanza that the issues they have brought to the table on matters to do with the land, on matters to do with the economy of the coast region, on matters to do with public service inclusivity for the people from the coast region, are matters that we have not only agreed, but we have made as a commitment by Kenya Kwanza. And we have signed into that commitment because we have every intention, commitment, and belief that we will deliver on this commitment. And I want to confirm to the Pamoja African Alliance team that there is a world of a difference from where you are coming from and Kenya Kwanza. Kenya Kwanza is an alliance of Democrats, of the willing. I am sure you know, on the other side, people are forced, coerced, blackmailed, and threatened to belong to the other side. When I hear the people on the other side saying there was an attempt at benchmarking, how can there be benchmarking between darkness and the light? There is nothing that we have in common with the people on the other side. The journey to the alliance of the willing already started when we had the first meeting with our PAR colleagues. Different from the agreement they signed on the other side, which they were never allowed to read, which they don't have a copy. Here, they had days to read the agreement we had with them. They even had days to improve on the agreement we had with them. And they have copies of the agreement we have signed with them. So there is a world of a difference between us and the other side. The other side used force. Here we use respect. The other side are deep in secrecy, deceit, and conmanship. Here we are an open, transparent coalition of Democrats, the free and the willing. So we want to tell our friends on the other side, good people, there is nothing that we share with your modus operandi. There is nothing to benchmark between Kenya Kwanza and the other group. I also want to say that on the matters that my good brother Amason Kingi, on matters to do with the port, it was never the intention of the government of Kenya to build the SGR so that the coast can be impoverished. That was never the intention. In fact, the converse was the intention. The SGR was meant to make the port much more efficient, better, and to improve the business and the fortunes of the people in the coast. Unfortunately, a few people took hostage the whole program and ended up with selfish programs that benefit a few people to the detriment of the entire population of the coast people. And we have made a commitment that administrative issues, legal issues, we are going to undertake both administrative and legal steps to reverse what has become the biggest impoverishment of the people of Mombasa and the coast in its entirety. The commitment to having resources allocated so that the people of the coast can progressively begin to acquire land from absentee landlords is a commitment Kenya Kwanza has made to the people of the coast and to the people of Kenya. The issue of people living as squatters in their own country in the 21st century, 60 years or 50-something years after independence, is not something that anybody would want to second guess. That is a matter brought to the table by power, and we have given a commitment as Kenya Kwanza that we will work together beginning on the 9th of August to travel that journey and get the people of Kenya to be, the people of the coast especially, and the rest of the people of Kenya to live in their country not as squatters, but as citizens and owners of land in their country. So again, let me say, on all our behalf, we welcome PA and team to Kenya Kwanza. We give you our commitment that together with you, we will work tirelessly to change the foundation of our country and to get rid of deceit and conmanship from the politics of our country. It is the least we can do for the people of Kenya. You have said correctly that you're committed to this journey and you will roll up your sleeves. And I want to tell you, we will walk together. We are as determined as you are in making sure that the elections of 9th August this year are won decisively by the Kenya Kwanza team. I told you earlier that those of us who are in Jubilee know how effective and how committed and how efficient you and your team are, because we were victims in Kilifi especially, where as Jubilee, we didn't get even an MCA seat in that county because you worked so hard to make sure that the side you belonged to that time won the election. So we are confident that if you bring the same zeal into Kenya Kwanza, we have no doubt in our minds that Kilifi will be 98% Kenya Kwanza, and the rest of the coast will follow suit. Thank you very much. Let me maybe request a few of our leaders just to say one or two things before we take some questions. Maybe I will start with Hassan. Where is Hassan? Hassan, 1 minute, Hassan, from Lamu.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Kwa ndugu zetu wa Kristo, God is good all the time, and that is the nature of God. Sisi safari yetu imeanza mbali, lakini leo mashua tumeitoa kwenye kitanga, tumeitia kwenye maji, na kapteni yuko tayari, na chief captain wa kutuonesha ndia yuko tayari, na chief captain wetu ni Samoe Arap Ruto, na captain wa jahazi yetu ni Amason Kingi Jefa. Ndugu zangu, hii safari haikuwa ni rahisi, lakini nataka kuambia kitu kimoja muhimu sana. Amason Kingi amekuwa akishauri kila memba wa PA tutatukua njia gani. Kuja kwake huku si akili yake yeye, ni akili ya watu wote wa PA. Kwa hivyo tumeingia sote sisi, wala hatukulazimishwa. Mimi nataka kukuambia president wangu wa 5 kwamba sisi Musa ana 12 commandment, sisi zetu ni 3 tu. si 12. Waislamu wana nguzo 5. Zetu sisi ni ngapi? 3 tu. Kwa hivyo ukizifanya 3, tutakwambia cost ni yako. Na sikwambii ni yako, ni yetu. Kilifi, Tana River, Lamu ambapo ninapotoka mimi, na nikisimama hapa mbele pia kiongozi wangu Musalia Mudavadi nilipokuwa meya, yeye ndio alikuwa minister for local government na wewe ulikuwa minister for agriculture. Wakati ukipigwa vita, mimi peke yako ndo nilikuja airport kukutukua wewe. Ushafahamu? Kuonesha kwamba ile nia yetu iko pamoja. Mambo 3. La kwanza ni ardhi, umiliki wa ardhi. La pili ni ushirikishaji katika serikali ambao utakao kuiunda. Ya 3 ni uchumi wa pwani. Na sisi ni National Party, ni chama cha wapi? Cha Kenya nzima. Lakini kila kitu sikina mwanzo wake. Kwa hivyo mwanzo wa pwani wapi? Ni pwani. Na sisi letu ni la makuti. Lakini tukija Kenya Kwanza, mtatutengezea mabamba na bloki. Kwa hivyo mvua hata upepo haitatupata. Lakini ujue sisi majauri na lile letu tulikataa kulala sitting room kwa sababu si yetu. Sasa hapa mmekubali, mtasema mwanzo mtatupa servants quarters, sio? Haya, kesho kuta mtajenga nyumba kubwa, tutakaa pamoja. Kwa hivyo mambo 3 mmewatukubalia na sisi tumewakubalia. Nataka kukuambia bwana president wangu wa 5, Waswahili wasema wali wa kushiba uonekana siniani. Wewe unialika, sinia haina kitu, nitakubali vipi kushiba mimi? Lakini wewe umeniletea, umeniambia haya tagua unu pishori ya Nyeri ile, haya mtelewa Pakistani huku, nyama kuku. Kwa nini nisikae kula? Kwa hivyo tumekuja na sisi ni wacha Mungu. Sisi ni wacha Mungu, Kingi ni mcha Mungu na sote ni wacha Mungu. Tumemweka Mungu mbele kama unavyomweka wewe Mungu mbele. Kwa hivyo tumweke Mungu mbele, hakuna jabali lolote litatupinga sisi. Wala hakuna bahari yoyote itatuchina sisi kuvuka. Wala hakuna hao mamba tunaodawa sisi. Tukitia mamba huondoka tutavuka pia. Kwa hivyo la mwisho nikikwambia tu kwamba Waswahili wana msemo wakienda vitani, usema farasi na nyangwa hizi usiandike kwa mate. Ikiwa kalamu na karatasi iko, kwa nini watumia mate? Andika kwa kalamu na karatasi. Na hili wewe umetuhakikishia kwamba ushatuandikia, umetufurahisha. Wajua ile ndoo ya kwanza ilikuwa ni ya mpango wa kando. Hii ya sasa ni ya kanisani na msikitini. Kwa hivyo ina blessing. Adhandwali aelewe kisema maneno hayo. Kwa hivyo sitaki kusema mengi, lakini narejelea. Nguzo zetu ni ngapi? Ni 3. Na sisi watu wa pwani tuna uwezo, tuna experience ya kuiongoza serikali. Kwa hivyo utakavyokuform, na kama alivyosema Kingi, hata sisi hatutaki kugawanyiwa vyeo. Sisi tunataka watu wa pwani wapate na Wakenya. Hizo vyeo si muhimu kwetu. Wala serikali yetu si ya kupanga vyeo kabla. Nyinyi hamtakwenda hata mazoezi, mapanga namba 2 na namba 3, hamna mazoezi, sisi mtafungwa kwenye timu. Sisi timu yote iko kwenye kushangilia. Kwa hivyo sisi kama alivyosema party leader wangu, sisi hatutaki vyeo. Sisi tunataka mambo 3. Ile vyeo ukitupatia itakuwa kama saladi juu ya kile chakula. Nimemaliza haya nikisema Bwana asifiwe.
Thank you very much Hassan. Asante sana. Wacha nimuulize ndugu yangu party leader wa Ford Kenya Moses Wetangula aseme kwa mafupi.
Asante sana ndugu rais wetu wa 5. Nimemsikiza rafiki yangu Kingi kwa makini sana. If a distinguished senior lawyer like Amason Kingi can sign an agreement and be denied to go away with a copy, it tells you the depth and width of dishonesty and deceit with the people that you are dealing with. Here in Kenya Kwanza, we are open, we are transparent, and we deal with each and every Kenyan with dignity, and we know that we are moving together in the right direction. We have been growing through very steady phenomenal and incremental momentum that can only leave everybody concluding that victory is yonder. And the joining of PA in the Kenya Kwanza Alliance is just but another milestone that fortifies the belief, trust, and commitment of Kenyans in this change direction that we are giving Kenyans. We are not looking for opportunities, for leaders. We are looking for change in the lives of the Kenyans that have lived in abject poverty due to acts of men and women through uncaring systems that have been in our midst. So Bwana Kingi na timu yako, tunawashukuru sana. Mwalimu Nyerere alisema ni afadhali kuwa na uhusiano na mjinga kuliko kuwa na uhusiano na mpumbavu. Kwa sababu mjinga akijua shida inakwisha. Mpumbavu hata ukijaribu namna gani hakuna lolote atajua. So mumeleta mambo kwa meza yetu. Wale ambao walikuwa hawajui hawakuwa wapumbavu, walikuwa wajinga. Na sasa wamejua shida imekwisha. We want to make sure that a Kenyan, wherever they are, whether in Vanga at the tip of southern Kenya or in Kibish at the tip of northern Kenya, they all have access to the same care from the national government like everybody else. For too long, we have lived in a system where the spelling of your name matters more than the content of your brain. And this is the Kenya we are trying to change. So PA, our brothers and sisters from the coast, many of us have lived with you, practiced our professions with you. We appreciate and understand and feel your feelings, and you have just arrived where you belong. And those other friends of ours we are competing with will not change. There's no way you can teach old dogs new tricks. And as we say, problems shall never be solved by the same levels of thinking that created them. And that's why they cannot let you even see what you have signed. I was amused to see today in the papers, they say they allowed you to look at the document. They don't say they allowed you even to read the document. They allowed you to look at the document. Here you have drafted the document, you have signed the document, and you walked away from the signing table with a copy of the document. That is the difference, like day and night. And we will only assure you, Amason Kingi and your team, that Kenya Kwanza with our captain, William Samoei Ruto, have no history of betraying people at any level in our country. And we will carry this commitment to the future with dignity and with fairness to all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me ask Ambassador Sophie from Kilifi to just make a small statement.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, thank you so much. My party leader and all the leaders. I just want to say this on behalf of the women in Kilifi County and the women leaders at the coast, that this is a marriage. This is what we've been expecting, and we were all looking forward. Much has been said. My party leaders has said all about what we've been doing on the ground, but I just want to assure you, our president, incoming president, the fifth president, that we are up to the task. And we will take whatever it takes, that we will dedicate this seat, the presidential seat, that as the people of Kilifi, we will definitely deliver. Thank you, Your Excellency, and we're looking forward to see you soon at the coast. Thank you.
Asante sana. Let me ask one more good lady, the incoming Governor of Embu, Madam Cecily Mbarire.
Thank you, Excellency. Your Excellency, we are really grateful to welcome a new partner in the Kenya Kwanza movement and in the Kenya Kwanza family. Let me say this as a woman. When a woman gets married and the man marrying her is willing to take her to church or to the mosque and announce to the whole world that they will be with you through thick and thin, times of good health and bad health, then you know that man is very serious. And that is the marriage we are witnessing today. A marriage of issues that we are willing to tell the world. Not a marriage of positions, but ensuring that the people of Kenya become the agenda for us as the leadership of this country. I'm glad that this is a journey we started quite a while ago. And I remember when we first had our first meeting with His Excellency, the President, the Deputy President, and the next President of this country, we, the people of the mountain, told him we were more keen about the issues affecting our people more than the positions. And you can hear that is the rallying call across the country, that people are tired of being told you're safe in our hands because your guy sits at the top. People want to know they are safe because their issues have been taken on board and they'll be taken care of. And therefore, Your Excellency, this is the journey we want to walk with you, a journey of trust. We want to end the politics of deceit. We have exactly 3 more months to kick out politics of personalization, politics of positions, and politics of deceit, and bring in the politics of issues that affect our people. I am extremely impressed by Governor Kingi, his commitment to the issues affecting the people of Coast, and therefore it is time for the people of Coast to know who really means well for them and who puts their issues before their own positions. That's really a great show of maturity, and we look forward to delivering a Kenya Kwanza government that is issue and people-centered. Thank you.
Asante sana. We have a very big team here, but I will share the next 4 or 5 minutes among us 3 good people. Let me ask the chairman of UDA, Johnson Mudama, to come and just make some brief remarks. And then I will ask Rigathi Gachagua to also come and make some very brief remarks. And then the Speaker of the National Assembly, and then I will ask our brother Musalia to conclude.
Mimi sitasema tofauti na yale yamezungumzwa, kwa sababu lengo letu ni moja na matumaini yetu yanaelekea pahali pamoja. Lakini cha muhimu ni kwamba nyumba ya Kenya Kwanza inaendelea kukua. Inakuwa kwa kuwaleta Wakenya pamoja. Na vile mmesikia, matumaini yetu ni kuunganisha taifa ili liwe taifa la mtu mmoja na taifa moja. Tunajua kwamba vile Mheshimiwa Kingi amesema, kukubali mkataba ni kitu rahisi mno, lakini kufanya kazi na kuhakikisha kwamba tumeshinda, hapo ndio kuna kazi. Kwa hivyo tutatembea taifa nzima tukiunganisha Wakenya. Wanapaa sandeni kwa kuja na kukubali kuandamana na sisi, kwa sababu mlikotoka nyinyi, sisi tulikuwa kule na tulikuwa kule pamoja na nyinyi. Na kazi iliyofanywa Pwani, ile naibu wa rais anasema sasa tulifanya pamoja, na tulichangia kuhakikisha kwamba NASA imefagilia viti vyote na kulikuwa kuna nafasi ya Jubilee. Kwa hivyo sasa huko tumesoma, tumeangalia, tumegundua kwamba Huku ni nafasi za kibinafsi na watu wanaojitakia makuu na haja zao wenyewe. Hapa chini ya naibu wa rais Mheshimiwa Ruto ambaye atakuwa rais wa 5 ni kuangalia maslahi ya Wakenya, na tunasimama na hayo. Let me also thank the Ford Kenya team, ANC team, because they started coming in, and together we have come where we are, and we continue uniting this country. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much. This is a meeting on convergence, and Governor Kingi and your team, we are very happy and very impressed because the same motivation that has guided you in the decision that you have made is the same that guided us from the mountain 4 years ago. Issues that we shall be with a leader, with a formation that prioritizes the issues affecting our people. More so the guaranteed minimum return for our cash crops, coffee, tea, milk, rice, miraa. We have been intimidated to move from that position, and we have been very firm that we are only ready to partner with that leader, with that coalition that will address the issues that affect our people. Governor and your people, there has been a misconception. As you pursue the land question, there has been a misconception at the coast that we people from the mountain took away your land. That is not the case. When you are with us, feel comfortable. We are also victims. The few people from the mountain who took the land from the coast people also took land from the Mau Mau and from the peasants from the mountain. So as you pursue the land question, we are partners. Number 2, the issue of the Port of Mombasa, the perception that the business has been diverted from the coast to the disadvantage of the coast people to favor the people of Naivasha and Nakuru is not true. The port that has been taken to Naivasha is in somebody's land. It is a private diversion. It has nothing to do with us. So as we pursue that together, we are victims together, and we shall work together for a common purpose. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Your Excellency, and I must say that I'm quite happy this morning to indeed be part of the welcoming team to our brothers from the PAR and generally the coast region. And I believe the statement by Brother Kingi is a testimony to the fact that contrary to some claims that the coast is somebody's bedroom, it is indeed somebody else's home. And therefore you cannot go to somebody's home and purport to claim any bedroom there. We will work with you, Governor Kingi and your team, and as you've said, we want to roll up our sleeves and walk the talk. You are joining a team, a coalition of the willing and free. I did say on the day that I also joined that I have come freely without any conditions, and that therefore those that may have assumed that they have a hold on how we think or how we do things are going to get a shock of their lives. And I'm sure with Brother Musalia Mudavadi recently, 2 weeks ago, we did predict the crumbling of that other side. And today is testimony of that prediction. We will work with you. We will correct the ills that have happened, and this is the team to do it. Thank you very much.
Adan Duale, can you say just one minute?
Thank you, Your Excellency. And we're happy to receive more parties, including PA, that share our vision and our objective. And I think Kenyans will see that this coalition of the willing and the free is a coalition of members who, in one way or the other, over the last 10 years, in their respective corners, political corners, were victims of political deceit and conmanship and blackmail and intimidation. As from Jubilee, I think the Deputy President is a clear manifestation of what we went through in our corner. And Honorable Musalia, Honorable Wetangula, and Jefferson Kingi, and many others are also a clear manifestation of the people they are dealing with. But I want to say it in 1 minute, Your Excellency, that going forward, and that's why you see Kenya Kwanza doing county forums, it is the people to decide, the next government. That today we are talking about the people of Coast region, which we share many, those of us from the north. So when we go to the north, we will tell the people of the north what is their interest, what successive governments never provided. We will talk about the extrajudicial killing by the state among the coast and northeastern counties. We will talk about how the economies of those people have been destroyed. We will discuss with the people, those who suffered citizen registration and discrimination, both in coast and in the north. And I'm sure all the problems that Kenyans are facing are found in the other corner. You know, when I met Honorable Governor Kingi, I told him, you know, when you discuss the issue of the port, when you discuss the issue of land, when you discuss the issue of the blue economy, you are going to the owners of that problems. You know, the guys who own land issues, the guys who perpetuated land issues, guys who transferred and killed. And I hope Governor Joe is listening to me. And today there's a world of difference between Kingi and Joho. Joho decided to go to bed those who perpetuated injustice against the people of the coast. Whether it is Mombasa and the port, whether it is Lamu in terms of extrajudicial killing and Kwale, whether it is the land issue. So today I think, Honorable Kingi, you will be counted, and I'm sure history will give you a space when it is written that you forgo your personal interests and you decided to join the team that led by Honorable the Deputy President. And this team, forget about the document we signed. Each and every member of this team, even our MCAs, have a direct and restricted access to our candidate. Not in the other corner where you have to meet brokers and cartels before you reach the owners of that Kuzimia thing. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Let me finally ask our good brother Musalia Mudavadi to make the final remarks.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the Deputy President. I'll be very brief. First of all, I just want to join my colleagues in Kenya Kwanza in extending our congratulations and appreciation to Governor Kingi and his entire team of power. His statement has been very clear. His training is that of a lawyer, and he made sure that the points were properly articulated. I can only plead to the members of the Fourth Estate, please make sure that we don't see any extra comma or distortions in the statement that has been made by Emmerson Kingi. The second thing I want to highlight is that Ndugu Kingi and your team, we are both delighted and humbled. Today in your statement, we have seen a reincarnation of the wisdom and vision of Ronald Ngala and the courage of Karisa Maitha. You have come out so powerfully on behalf of the people of the coast region. You have done something that you may not know the full impact yet, but you have said no to the politics of hostage taking. Politics of hostage taking. There are so many people in Azimio, and what PA has done, to tell you the truth, is to send a very strong signal to those who are still being held hostage and suffering under that bondage, that they can actually set themselves free. So please, Kenyans, let us take this as a very significant milestone in our politics, a very big day for Kenya Kwanza, a very big day for the coast region, a very big day for all Kenyans, that we have to chart our own destiny. Finally, let me just add that those guys, Yakuzimia, please, for the media, keep on bringing this out. They are a coalition party. We are a coalition of parties. Please keep defining that distinction. And we are very flexible. For those who may not have joined us, because the deadline of 8th, when you're submitting the coalition document, has now passed us. But there is a very clear provision, especially from Kenya Kwanza, that we are also ready to engage in post-election coalition agreements. So if anybody, for some reason, was still being held hostage and they felt that time has run out, we want to tell you time has not run out. You can join the Kenya Kwanza team, campaign with us, work with us, and we shall execute a post-election arrangement with you. Thank you so much. God bless you all. And once again, hats off to PA and the people of Coast Region. Asante sana.
I think that marks the end of this press conference, but there is a small ceremony which the good Professor Abraham Githure Kindiki is going to conduct. Lakini kabla hajafanya hiyo sehemu ya mwisho, wakati nimewasikiza hawa ndugu wakiongea hapa, nimepata kuona ya kwamba kuna tofauti mkubwa sana kati ya wapinzani wetu na Kenya Kwanza. Na kama vile ndugu Emmerson Kingi alivyosema, uchaguzi kwa Wakenya tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8 ni wazi kabisa. Kati ya marafiki zetu wa upande ule mwingine ambao wanaweza kuwa na mkataba ati viongozi waweke sahihi mkataba, hawajasoma, hawaijui, hawana nakala katika karne ya 21. It is shocking that in the 21st century anybody can expect and can force leaders to sign a coalition agreement which they have not read, which they have not internalized, and which they have no copy. That is the height of deceit. This country has sunk to new levels of deceit and conmanship. Na tunauliza, kama hawa marafiki zetu wanaweza kuwatapeli viongozi, wanaweza kuwafanyia ukora na kuwadanganya, je, na wananchi watawafanya nini? Si hao wananchi watawahangaisha na kuwafanya watumwa? Na hiyo ndio uchaguzi wa Kenya wako nayo tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8. Wale ambao wanawatapeli viongozi na kuwafanyia ukora na kuwadanganya na kuwafanya wananchi eti kuwa watumwa wao kupitia kwa mambo ya udanganyifu. Na Kenya Kwanza ambayo tumeweka mambo yetu wazi, mikataba yote tumeandika yako wazi, na tumeweka commitment sio kwa mambo ya viongozi lakini kwa mambo ya wananchi wa taifa letu la Kenya. So the choice for the people of Kenya is as open and as clear as day is from night. And that is the discussion, and that is a contest the people of Kenya will be faced with on 9th August this year. Professor.
Excellency William Ruto, all leaders present, both from Kenya Kwanza and PAA, which is the latest member of this coalition. I want to say 4 quick things in 1 minute. 1, I confirm that the coalition agreement entered into between Kenya Kwanza and PAA was an agreement agreed upon freely without any inducement, coercion, threats, intimidation, blackmail, or anything of that nature whatsoever. And I confirm that much of that agreement was a product of the valuable input from PAA leadership and their lawyers. In that connection, I want to thank those who have worked with me to realize this agreement. Steve Kithi from PAA and Kipchumba Murkomen from Kenya Kwanza are the lawyers who helped us put this together. Number 2, I confirm to the nation that this agreement was signed on 8th of May 2022, and therefore what you'll see here shortly is just a ceremonial display of that agreement, but it was signed on 8th May 2022 in accordance with the deadline set under the law. 3, I reaffirm what has been said by His Excellency Musalia Mudavadi, that although the window for pre-election coalitions was closed on Sunday, the legal window for post-election coalition is open. And in fact, we do not have to wait for the election to enter those agreements. They can be entered now with the post-election in mind. And therefore, we call upon all those political parties out there who feel oppressed, who feel cajoled, who feel shortchanged, blackmailed, and conned, that we are willing and available 24/7, effective now, to sign post-election coalitions with as many of you as possible. Karibuni sana. Finally, I also want to confirm to the nation that this agreement is free of any legal encumbrances because PAA moved to court, and as we speak, the court has frozen and temporarily suspended the attempted illegal and forceful joinder of PAA to the Azimio group, pending the final determination of this matter. So there are no legal encumbrances as we speak. I want to assure our members and our opponents that that matter, which is pending final determination, which has been filed by PAA and their members, is so lethal. In fact, I foresee that that case will bring down the other group just as BBI collapsed. But let us wait and see. But I can tell you without fear of contradiction, the days of those who have obtained the consent of others through threats, intimidation, malice, coercion, and concealment of material facts, their days are numbered. For now, we soldier on and welcome on board PAA. Welcome to Kenya Kwanza. It is now my singular honor and duty to invite the team leader of Kenya Kwanza, who is our presidential candidate, His Excellency William Ruto, to perhaps one step forward, together with Governor Kingi on behalf of PAA, for a symbolic exchange of documents and a photo opportunity. And after that, the other leaders of Kenya Kwanza and PAA will join them in that photo. Your Excellencies, Jefferson Kingi and William Ruto.